Did you ever meet someone who is extremely talented, knowledgeable, and successful, but still feels so easy to talk to and grounded at the same time? Let me tell you, that quality is not confidence. This is humility. Today, I want to talk about humility in the most simplest way because I feel many people misunderstand it. Some people think humility means thinking less of yourself. Others means being weak or lack of confidence. But that is not true at all. Humility is not about thinking less of yourself. It is about thinking about yourself less. It is the ability to stay grounded, open-minded, and teachable, no matter how much you know or achieve. Let me explain that in a simple way. A humble person understands that they still have more to learn, even when they are good at something. They don't feel the need to prove that they are better than others. Instead, they focus on growing, listening, and improving. For example, imagine two people at work and both receive the praise for doing a great job on a project. The first person becomes proud in a way that shuts them off, closes them off. They start thinking, okay, I already know everything about it. My boss thinks, I don't need anybody's input anymore. Over time, they stop learning and stop improving because they believe they have already arrived and there is no scope for improvement. The second person also feels proud of their work, but in a very different way. They think, I did well. I can still learn more. Everybody has a room to grow. Every single person. I wonder what I can do even better next time. That person stays open, curious, and willing to grow. Both achieve success, but only one continues to grow. That difference is humility. Here is another example from everyday's life. Imagine someone who is very experienced at something like fitness, business, or a skill they have practiced for years. A person without humility might look down on beginners. Don't we know all of those peoples? They might think they don't know anything. I'm far ahead of them. This mindset closes them off from learning anything new. But a humble person might think differently. They might say, I remember when I was a beginner also. Everyone starts somewhere. Maybe I can even learn something from them too. That mindset keeps them open and connected. And humility is also important when we make mistakes. Let's just say someone says something in an argument and realizes later they were wrong. A lack of humility would make it harder for them to admit it. Their ego might say, I can be wrong, even though deep down they know they are. But a humble person will say, you're right. I made a mistake. But instead of losing respect, they often gain more respect because they're honest and self-aware. Humility does not make you less powerful. It actually makes you stronger because it removes the need to constantly defend your ego. Another important part of the humility is being open to learning from others, even from people you might not expect. For example, a successful people can still learn from a beginner. A teacher can learn from a student. A leader can still learn from their own team. Life is constantly giving us opportunities to grow if we are willing to stay open. Humility is what allows growth to continue. And without it, we stop learning, we stop listening, and we start repeating what we already know. When we connect this to personal growth, especially ideas like those I'm taking you back to my favorite book all the time, Break the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza, humility becomes extremely important because in order to change who you are, you have to admit that there is more for you to learn. You have to be willing to let go of the idea that you already have everything figured out. You cannot become a new version of yourself while holding on to the belief that you already know everything about yourself. Humility is what creates space for change. It says, I'm willing to learn. I am willing to grow. I am willing to become somebody new. So let me leave you with a simple question. Are you living from a place where you need to prove that you already know everything? Or are you living from a place where you are open to learning something new every single day? Because humility is not about lowering your value. Just remember that. It is about staying open so your value can continue to grow. And the more open you are, the more you allow life to teach you. One moment of humility can open the door to a lifetime of growth. Well, if you're still watching towards the end of this video, can I safely assume that you are also on your self-growth journey, just like me, trying to learn, grow, be a better version of yourself? So far, I have tried to define and explore 4 different virtues. The first one was character, integrity, confidence, and today we talked about humility. I would love to see your comments. Let me know, how are you practicing humility in your life? And how do you connect? Give me an example of how do you connect all 4 terms in whatever your day-to-day life experience. I thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video. And the next video is going to be about courage. We're going to define and explore what actually courage means to me in my life, day-to-day life, and maybe you can resonate with that too. See you then.